Well, here we are back in the glider, guys, and we're going to give this another go. We'll see how this works. Hopefully the quality's looking a little bit better after our first little attempt this evening. So let's get out there and have a bit of fun, see if we can't do a little bit of aerobatics, do a bit of gliding, and have a bit of fun all up. So let's get back. All we need to do is to hit the brake and the space bar. Really nice if that worked. And there we go. Taking up the slack, and here we go. Try and keep behind him. Let's keep on the ground as we follow him out. Oh, I think we failed. I think we better do a reset. It was a bit silly. I hit the release button thinking it was for the brakes. Okay, alright, let's get back here. Fly configuration, change location, start new, start again. And we won't push the wrong button this time. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're good. Let's put the brakes and let's go. Okay. There we go, taking up the slack. Keep ourselves straight. Got some left rudder in there. Keep behind the Cessna. Oh, a lot of dust in there. There's a lot happening here. We're going to wait until he gets off the deck this time. Although I see some really good pilots get... Oh, they do that. They just get off and sit behind the powered aircraft and wait for him to do his thing. So I'm just going to trim this a little. Need a bit of nose down trim. And we'll climb out. All looking good. Let's try and keep behind him and just above him. So we've got thermals there. We've got a bit of cloud around. Everything's looking good. Oh, I'm getting really good frame rates too. I'm hitting 33 at the moment. That's awesome. So we'll get a little bit of altitude. Rudders are working. We're going to follow this guy out. You can actually control this guy as well. I didn't go and have a look at the menu. I had a quick look at someone else's video about a week ago, and they'd actually had a couple of keys allocated, so we could turn him left, turn him right, whatever. But he will just fly runway heading, and we'll just fly out with him and see how it all goes. I'm looking at my my other monitor here, or it's my phone. And the picture looks pretty decent quality on that, so I'm hoping you guys are getting good quality. Still not sure why it was. I did have a clear overlay, which could have been part of the problem. It may have been affecting the quality of what was going out. I'm not real sure. But anyway, we'll have a bit of fun. Let's go and get out there. Let's have a look around, see if my brakes in still. Yep, brakes are in still. I think I need to get a smaller little cursor here. I really do like having the mouse just to look around. It works pretty well for me. But yeah, a small cursor would be a bit nicer. Now, how are we going altitude? Coming up to 2. Let's get up to about 3,000. That's the main highway there on the left. I'll drive that to head over to my parents' place in New South. Which is the first place I ever did some gliding. I did some gliding out at the Leeton, or the Brogna, I think it's actually referred to, Brogna Airport, which is a gliding club, Disney home. A lot of light sport aircraft out there as well. And yeah, fairly busy club on weekends. It looks a little bit run down on the outside, unfortunately, but it's been there a long time, and it actually had the... Now, I don't know if it was the Australian, but I'm sure it's had the Australian, and it may have actually had World Championships there quite a few years ago. So the gliding in that area is pretty good. They do winch launches, so if you come off the winch, you're actually right above the rubbish dump. So you can get a lot of lift off the metalwork and stuff that's sitting in the rubbish dump in a very short period of time while they're getting ready for the next launch. But then you have to get yourself out of the way. How's the picture quality, guys? Is it looking okay at your end? I was told it was looking pretty poor on the last one. The quality going out was pretty poor 10 minutes or so ago. So where's my tow plane gone? There he is. Getting a bit above him. Must be fairly uncomfortable if you're in a tow plane and your glider is weaving around everywhere behind you. So we're coming up to, well, just over 3,000. That'll do us. We'll release. We'll do a right turn. And let's head back over, maybe towards Stony Creek. Oh, it's not Stony Creek. Over to Sandy Creek, sorry. Which is that little place over there. The reason I do this, and I keep flying here, is because I don't have to worry about navigating. I know where everything is because I've flown here plenty of times. So we got the bottle factory over there, which used to be our reporting point, but now it's here. There's a little dam. But that also can be confusing because the GA guys who fly into Parafield and places, they also use a different dam as a reporting point. So you want to make sure you're on the right frequency so you don't upset anyone. So let's see if we get a little bit of lift. Now, we've got a G meter here, guys, so I reckon the first thing we need to do while we've got some height is have a bit of fun. What do you reckon? So we're all clear. We've looked around. And clouds are looking pretty nice here in beta 4. And our scenery seems to be remaining nice. We did have some issues. I had some issues. It was disappearing over this way. It was just turning black. So let's try a loop first. Let's get a bit of speed. We'll get it up fairly high. Let's take it up to about 150 kilometers an hour. I think you can notice it's kmh. Let's get 150 or so. And now the question is, how hard do you pull back? Well, let's go at about 3. We hit about 3. Let's look over the top. That's working out all right. And we'll let it build, and we'll just complete the loop. Not too many G's as we get into the yellow zone. That's pretty good. Let's go out to the right, eh? This is a bit of fun, really, actually. This is good. It's pretty cool stuff. Textures, it looks really nice here at the 4K, guys. This DSR thing, I still think it's got it all over cranking up the anti-aliasing. Although the anti-aliasing within X-Plane does have some similar features. The SSAA is actually a similar type of technology. Where it's upscaling and then downscaling to your monitor. So let's go over here and see. We should get plenty of lift here off the roofs of the town, technically, if it was real. So we'll just sail around here, and we'll keep our speed around about this 100 knots or 100 kilometers an hour or so, and we'll see whether we can pick anything up. And we'll have a decision height at about 1500, I think. If we don't get anything by 1500 feet, which would be disappointing, we'll head back over and land back on the runway. So I think we can land anywhere. There's not much wind around, so we can take 3-1, which is just running that way, sort of running parallel with the horizon as we look out to the right. And then there's the other one, which is 2-3 and 0-5. So we've got those to go back to, so that's pretty nice. If you want to plonk, we could always head over here to the Barossa Valley. Pretty lucky that it's about 30 minutes from my hometown, my home. Not getting anything. Let's get a variometer on. Let's put that back on again. So that'll give us a bit of noise. So that's a sinking noise. And saves you having to look in. We should get some lift around here. So we'll keep our speed right. We don't need to go too fast. And we will fly around until we get some more. Oh, what's happening? This is a really great place to glide, apparently, especially with all this stuff. And as flat as it looks, it is actually very undulating. There we go. Got a little bit. Let's we'll just keep going. See what. We just have to learn where X-Plane likes to give us lift from. What sort of terrain. So this is all zoom level. I think we're 16 here, but we're 19 over there, guys. I don't think I did 17 out here, but it looks pretty nice from, well, 2,000 feet. Come on, give me some lift. Let's turn. Let's have a little bit of rudder as we turn. Let's look right. There we go. Not very strong, is it? And lifts, I've got the lift set to start from about 1,000 feet, so if we get down to 1,000 feet, we're not going to get any under that, apparently. I just like the way that just floats around. That's really good. It's so realistic. They always have a bit of cotton stuck there. There we go. Not doing so well. Come on. Let's have a bit of nose down. Up we go. Up and around. It's just fallen out of that. Oh, come on. Here we go. 150 knots. Let's use the height and use the speed and get some height again. Get us back up a bit. What do you think of the clouds? Looking pretty nice. It's good. They've just got that fluffiness about the edges of them. They're not super defined, which is really nice. Pretty happy with all of that. It's looking good. Let's have a look around. It's very much a winter's day. Now it's turning into heading towards summer down in Oz at the moment. Could do with some more objects, and at 31 FPS, I think I could probably afford to turn the objects up a little bit. But we're going to fly back towards the airport so we don't get stuck. I see a lot of people take off and they actually last a very short period of time and they're already starting to set up from a landing. Just depends on what the lift is like. They often take off and then they fly around over here, over to the right here, looking for some lift to get up. We're not doing so well at the moment, and our brakes have stopped coming out, it seems, which is good. I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear the air. That's very realistic. It's one of the nicest things about gliding is having that air. There we go. It's done it again. Stop doing that. Oh, hell. No idea why it does that. That's pretty annoying that it keeps doing it. I think we're going to have to enter a left pattern for a runway 05. 05 being this runway here at the far end, coming this way. Coming to 05, 50 degrees, because north is out this way. Sort of left to right across this at the moment. The road's heading out about north. Funnily enough, it's called Main North Road. It's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? So how's your week been, people? Have you been having a good week? You've been doing a bit of flying? You're waiting with bated breath for the next release. Interested to see what they come up with then. Okay, let's head in. We're a bit over 1,000 feet, so we've got plenty of air between us and the ground and the glider. And we can head across, and then maybe you'll have another flight. Disappointing not to get any lift. A flight I did the other day, I got a reasonable amount of lift and was able to stay up for quite a while. Try and get this thing trimmed. Those brakes again, man, it's really annoying. So if you want to fly with your mouse, you can do that too, guys. If you're not sure, see how you get that on there? I'm just using my mouse to fly. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to use my little force feedback wingman that doesn't have a lot of force feedback left in it anymore, unfortunately. I don't know if that's because it's worn out or whether it's broken, but as a stick it works, still working pretty well, so good for the moment. Should keep an eye open. There are gliders and stuff around here to keep an eye out for as well. We're doing okay as we come down left base. You'll be doing your pre-landing checks here if you had your Jabiru. Not sure what a pre-landing check is on a glider. Tighten your straps up. You're going to get a little bit of lift down here. We're at 900 feet. It's pretty gentle. Oh, getting some good lift here. We might turn and just try and stay in it without getting too heavy a bank. Speed's good. Come on. I'm getting some nice lift here. That's about, what, 1,000 feet a minute if we can stay in it. Or is that 100? There'd be hundreds, I would imagine. Hundreds of feet. Right, we're sinking again. Feet a minute. Get rid of that thing again. Wow, wow, you go away. Must be something conflicting with that. Maybe there's another button I've got on my stick I bump now and again, and that it's also a B. Come on, give me some lift. Let me climb. Well, I'm still better off by a couple of 100 feet than I was. Let's try a left turn. Well, at least it's peaceful. It'd be nice to do some cross-country flying in the glider. Need a bit of time. Not going super fast, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Not sure whether it generates lift underneath the clouds. You'd expect to get rising air underneath the clouds as well. We haven't got anything too close to us. Maybe we can try that. Go and try the cloud. There's some clouds just over this way a bit. What's the nearest one over there? That's probably still a fair way away. To balance out. Just see how we go. We'll be committed by the time we get to about 700, I think. 700 feet AGL. So we'll keep buzzing around. back into some lift by the feel of it again. Let's head back over here. We seem to be able to keep getting bits here. I'll try and see if we get anything from these glass houses over here. Sort of a dangerous place to be just here. I have been overtaken by a glider in the pattern at about this point here actually, because you have to give gliders right of way if you're in a powered aircraft. And it came shooting in, it's probably a little bit higher. But yeah, we'll take this around. Looks like we're going to have to commit to a landing. Okay. Wow, there we go. What's going on there? Keep that turning. It'll be over. It seems to be that water. You're getting lift off the water. Don't know whether you would get that, but maybe. Oh, bloody brakes. Damn. Here we go. Looks like we finally caught a decent amount of lift. We a little bit of left rudder in there. There's no, can't see anything for flight coordination, for coordinating the rudder. There seems to be a good amount of lift just here. Sorry if I'm moving that a bit quick, guys. Ah, there's that damn thing in. Got to keep getting rid of it. Well, I'm nearly getting back to 1,000 feet again. Go, we're going around. It does seem to be something here. Now, what is the logic for giving you lift? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything in the manual that's going to give us. We'll have to have a look there and see if it gives you any tips on if you're gliding and what you should look for on the ground to get some decent lift. There's a spot here that it likes. It should get a little bit tighter, maybe, so we can stay in the thermal. We're getting 100 feet a minute. Keep turning and try and stay in the thermal. Our speed's spot on over here, so that's good. It's dying off a little bit. You'd have to be accounting for the wind as well with this. If you had a bit of a wind around and you had a thermal point, it comes back to the practice that you do of circling around a given point, where you have to turn tighter on the downwind. And is it downwind? Yeah, we're getting blown away. You turn tighter, and at the top end you have to turn a little bit shallower, so you can try and keep a genuine circle around an object. Come on then, give me some more lift. Certainly something here. It likes something that's here. There's a whole range of glass houses. A lot of glass houses in this area. Growing fruit and vegetables. And probably other things. Let's try and keep in that. It's a good bit of fun. Okay. Alright, let's head over and put this away for a bit, I think. Just wanted a quick flight, just wanted to test it out. It's a lot of fun. Take yourself out, give yourself a bit of fun in the glider, guys. Zoom over. Give ourselves a little bit of room. We catch up some speed. Now is when I want that. So we'll have that on. Slow us down. We'll see whether we land reasonably well this time. Put that away. As we come in over the main highway. Here we go. I think we might need the brake. Let's have the brake. So we're 200, we're about 100 feet. We probably don't need to have it yet. Now you can land here, here, or over here. They're all actually runways. This runway used to come all the way down here where we are now until they put the highway through. Let's pull that back. Runway 05. Change your point of view to the far end of the runway. Don't fly into the ground. And just hold it up. There we go. Hold the wings level. And there it is. We're back. Nice and peaceful. Let's have a look on the outside. Let's have a quick look around Gawler. Now if you like the airport at all, guys, you're very welcome to send me a message and I'll upload it for you. I'll send you a link. This is created by myself. It's pretty accurate. Although that needs fixing. Don't know how that got there. All the private hangars. Oh, you can see the glider up here. We didn't catch up with him. So he's just coming in. I always keep a few aircraft flying around within about 10 nautical miles of the strip. There's gliders and there's helicopters and there's all sorts. That glider tends to turn up when I'm in pattern if I'm flying the Cessna or the Robin around here. You have to work your way around them. We've got 3D grass and we've got lots of stuff around here. So I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks for coming for a little fly with me here at Let's Fly VFR. If you're not already a subscriber, then feel free to bang that subscribe button. And if you're returning for another dose, then really appreciate you coming back and supporting the channel. And I will catch you guys again real soon here, probably with the next beta, I would think, on Let's Fly VFR. Catch you again real soon. Bye bye.